I've been thinking about going to a conversion cylinder for the 36s. They're kind of pricey, but I could afford them, and I can probably justify it as long as I can hit something with it, because my wife here kind of does recycling a little bit, and I want to help her out as much as I can here with the can thing. So maybe I can justify it if I could hit something with it. But I've heard and done some research on that, and finding out that the bore diameter here for these things is 36 caliber, where the bolt that's going to go down there, 357, coming out of our chambers here, is going to be a tad smaller than that. Might rattle down the barrel, might not give me that accuracy that I need here. So anyway, we've kind of put that off. But found out that my neighbor has this 36 caliber conversion cylinder here. This one's done by Howell, I believe, and it's for his 1858 Pietta replica of the Navy, or kind of a close replica of the Navy, with a 36 caliber. What I've got here from years back is some wadcutter bullets. These are Federals, and I think these are made back in the 70s, maybe even in the 80s, probably 60s, but they're hard to get right now. Oops, there's a bunch of empties coming out. Let's get the other hand. Well, we can't do that, but anyway, we've got some in here, someplace back in here, and we're going to use those because those are a hollow base, and that's what they claim might actually work in this gun. That hollow base theoretically will expand a little bit out to give it contact with the riflings here. And anyway, I figure these Federal match guys are gonna, if they don't do that job, then probably like nothing's gonna do it. So we got a target set up down there. We're gonna load up I think this is a 5-shot, maybe it's a 6. Yeah, it's a 6-shot. So we're gonna load up 6 of these things, and I've got papers around my target area down there because I didn't want to, like I say, I haven't got a whole lot of these Federal guys left. And if this thing doesn't shoot on paper, but it does group somewheres off paper that's halfway decent, that's just a sight change problem we can deal with. But wanted to have a large enough backstop down there to take care of that. So anyway, let's load up some of these. See if I can get these out here. Yeah, we got some in the back here. Kind of what that looks like. I have taken some of these apart at one point, and that definitely is a hollow base wad cutter that's in these things. So some wad cutters are like a solid base, but these are hollow, so they should give us an idea whether or not the hollow base trick will do the job here. Okay, we're going to stroll down the target here. I'm not saying that's too bad there. Actually, they're all on the paper, so I wouldn't have had to. I could bring the paper back. But yeah, that is tolerable. I mean, I may be able to hit these cans. If that's the case, maybe I can get my wife to buy this cylinder for me. Let's see here. Yeah, it definitely would take 5 of those 6, and that one over there. Oh, I think I got something going here. I'll show that to my wife. So here's that group of 6 of the wad cutters, and the group above it is shot with 44 caliber with the conversion cylinder. My sighting ability, my ability to hit at 21, 22 yards is about 2 to 3 inches. If the thing was like a laser, that's about the best I could group. Every now and then I'll get lucky and have something happen, but most of the time that's kind of the way these iron sights work out at that distance for me. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is shoot another 5 of these things. I can afford to do that here with our Monarchs, just because before my wife spends $400, $300, whatever it be. I guess it's closer to $300 on a conversion cylinder. I think we want to shoot another 5 because I've seen this kind of thing before. The next 5 will be like this, and I'll never be able to repeat this the rest of my life. So I'm going to shoot another 5 or 6 rounds here and this target and see how those end up. Well, there's 11 shots. I'm really not seeing any flyers out of that. 11 shots, no real flyers. I'm going to take that back because I'm noticing right here and on the right hand side over here, can't tell the ones that were up on the cardboard, but yeah, I'm seeing that these things are doing some wobble too. So yeah, I think now the next question is going to be whether or not I can load up anything that would even come close to matching these things as far as their ability goes. I do have some hollow base wad cutters. Got zero, they're what they call a zero bullet, and I think they're from Rose Distributing. Had those left over from some matches when I used to be shooting those. So I think the next step would be to load up some of those and put those through this gun and see if they can maybe compare here to our Federal Monarch match ammo. So I think this gives an idea of what might be expected using the hollow base wad cutters in a 36 caliber. And of course the results can be different with different models of a 36 and different loads. Without using a hollow base, results can look more like this target, and this was shot with a solid base semi-wad cutter bullet. There is another style bullet that can be used in the 36 calibers. They're called a heeled bullet. I don't happen to have any of those at this time to compare with the other ones, but I suspect that they may do as well as a hollow base, possibly better. But I also understand they're more difficult to load. As always, thanks for watching.